Ellie was a young marketing professional, full of dreams and ambitions. Since graduating from university, she dedicated her energy to building a solid career. Each day, she worked hard to stand out at her job, often putting in long hours at the office and sacrificing precious moments with friends and family. Although her professional life was on the rise, Ellie felt that something was missing. What should have been a source of satisfaction and achievement was becoming a significant source of stress. On the other hand, James, her coworker and longtime friend, lived in a different reality. He was passionate about his career, but his approach to work was more balanced. James believed that life was not just about professional achievements. For him, happiness lay in finding time for the things that truly mattered: family, friends, hobbies, and moments of relaxation. This philosophy made him a source of inspiration for Ellie, who often wondered how he managed to maintain such lightness amid the pressures of the corporate world. One morning, while they were having coffee, Ellie observed James, who was calm and smiling, even with the workload they faced. She recalled how he always made a point of going for a run after work, or how he organized get-togethers with friends on weekends. The comparison left her uneasy. Why couldn't she do the same? The desire to achieve success seemed to consume every part of her being, while James appeared to have found a way to live fully. Months passed, and Ellie found herself increasingly overwhelmed by work. The pressure mounted, and anxiety became her constant companion. She began to ignore invitations to go out and put aside her passions. The nights were long, and Ellie often caught herself awake, filled with worries about deadlines and responsibilities. Loneliness started to settle in, and weekends, which used to be moments of joy, turned into just periods of recovery to face another intense work week. One day, when looking in the mirror, Ellie saw a stranger reflected back, someone she no longer recognized. The dark circles under her eyes and her tired expression were a clear signal that something needed to change. It was then that, during a casual conversation with James, he mentioned how running helped him alleviate stress and anxiety. Ellie hesitated, but something inside her urged her to try. That weekend, she decided to give running a chance, even if it was just for a short distance. At first, running was a challenge. Her heart raced, and her breath became labored. But as the days went by, Ellie began to feel a small change. Each step she took seemed to release a fraction of the weight she carried. Running became a space of liberation, where she could leave her worries behind and focus solely on the movement. The simple act of being outdoors, feeling the wind on her face, brought a new perspective to her life. One night, while Ellie was running in a park, she realized she felt lighter. The exercise not only helped control her anxiety but also made her feel more alive. This newfound passion began to fill the void she had felt for so long. She challenged herself to participate in a local race, something that had previously seemed impossible. James, ever encouraging, offered to train with her and accompany her on her runs. Days turned into weeks, and running became a ritual. Ellie felt increasingly confident as she prepared for the competition. The anxiety that once dominated her was now a force that propelled her forward. On race day, her heart raced, not just from the adrenaline but from the courage she had cultivated along the way. James was by her side, and together they crossed the starting line, ready to face the challenge. As she ran, Ellie felt a wave of emotions. Each step was a victory, a release from all the pressures that had confined her. She didn't run just to compete but to reconnect with herself. Upon crossing the finish line, an explosion of joy and accomplishment washed over her. Ellie realized that running was not just a hobby but a powerful tool for finding balance in her life. Over time, Ellie began to notice a difference not only in her emotional well-being but also in her performance at work. When she was happier and more fulfilled, her creativity flourished. She started presenting new ideas in meetings and excelled in projects, gaining the respect and admiration of her colleagues. The professional recognition she had longed for began to come, but now it was no longer the only thing that mattered. Ellie's transformation did not go unnoticed by her colleagues. She became a source of inspiration, encouraging others to find their own passions and fight for their mental health. James, seeing his friend shine, felt happy for her. Their friendship grew even stronger, becoming mutual support in their individual journeys. Over time, Ellie became an advocate for balance between personal and professional life, sharing her story on social media and at events. She inspired others to prioritize their well-being, showing that it is possible to achieve professional success without sacrificing the things that truly matter. James, for his part, continued to be her friend and mentor, always reminding her that life is precious and should be lived to the fullest. The story of Ellie and James became a reminder for many. Life is made up of choices, and finding balance is an ongoing journey. Each person has their own path, and by allowing themselves to explore different aspects of life, they can discover a world of possibilities and happiness. In the end, what truly matters is not just professional achievements but the experiences, connections, and joy we find along the way. Ellie's journey through running was not merely a physical change but a transformation that led her to rediscover her essence and live each day fully. If you enjoyed the story, please like and subscribe.